What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Bitcoin is just not stopping for anyone. An absolute moonshot coming up above 18,700 right now. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Guys, definitely smash that like button and let me know your thoughts in the live chat. How you guys feeling today? Bitcoin continuing the moonshot. This is absolutely amazing. So we're gonna get started here in just a second. Bear with me, guys. What's up, everyone? What's up, guys? Just looking at chat. We got Kevin Blanger in the chat. Any other mods? We only got one mod who joined. Roxanne is here as well. Ryan Miles, what's up, guys? Colin's here. What is going on, everyone? So it's absolutely amazing to see what's happening in the market. You know, I see a lot of people in the comment section. First of all, actually, let me know if the audio is good. Is the audio okay? Is the music good with the mic and everything? Let me know if the audio is good. Just before we get started here. But yeah, I noticed that people in the chat were saying, like, you know, it's like somebody was like, I'm pissed that Bitcoin's going up because I haven't put in enough money. And it seems like, you know, remember in 2019, the run for Bitcoin, we just like shot straight to 14K. This feels kind of similar, right? We just go from 10K, we just rip straight above 18K now. And some people are kind of like, wait, this is great, but I need to put more money in the market. And I think all of us kind of feel that way at this point. You know, I feel good about what I have, but I would definitely like to add more as well. But regardless of what happens, I'm happy, you know. Regardless of what Bitcoin does, I'm happy. If we break above 20K and just start mooning for a year straight, awesome. If we have a pullback in the near future, great. I'm probably going to buy some more, right? We got a lot of momentum here in the Bitcoin market, and there's not that many Bitcoins to go around, and there's a lot of demand, right? There's big banks looking to buy Bitcoin, and there's just a lot going for Bitcoin, and there's not that much Bitcoin available for people to buy. So the price just keeps going up and up and up. And this is what we might see over the next year, you know? Yeah, someone's saying, be happy with the current holding. Yeah, I am very happy with everything that's going on. But I was just commenting on what someone said in the chat that they're like, oh man, I can't believe it's going up so fast. I need to buy more. I feel like everyone feels that way at this point. But yeah, so Bitcoin, this parabolic run is quite incredible. The 4-hour looks really, really beautiful. The 4-hour chart looks very beautiful. We're just continuing up. No stopping in the trend, no breaking in the trend. And we're actually going even more parabolic than we were before, right? I guess that's how parabolic trends work. You actually become, you know, we're becoming even steeper now. And we're breaking above the previous high at 18.5. Coming up to that 19K level. We're getting pretty vertical here, though. You know, nothing says that Bitcoin has to stop. We could be, you know, we could get much more bullish. We could even go above the all-time high. In terms of likelihoods, I think we're going to see at least some volatility, at least some kind of volatility at or around the all-time high. I think it's likely to happen, though it's unclear because we do have an ever-growing and ever-increasing amount of demand for Bitcoin right now. So if the demand continues to increase and the news continues to talk about Bitcoin and banks continue to buy Bitcoin and the institutions are coming in, there's just all this money that wants to get in the market. Who knows? Maybe Bitcoin doesn't stop at the all-time high and we actually just rip straight through. That is also possible. So it's all based on the amount of demand that we have at the all-time high, but I would expect some volatility. Maybe we go above 20K for a while first and then see a correction to retest it. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, things are looking amazing for now, looking absolutely incredible here. And there is actually so much news right now, like so much good news for Bitcoin right now. It's kind of crazy how all of a sudden within the last year, honestly, since the global pandemic and all the money, once all the money got printed, everybody just flipped their tune on Bitcoin. Everyone just flipped their opinion on Bitcoin overnight, and the banks are like, yeah, actually Bitcoin's a great hedge against inflation, and then Bitcoin just takes off, right? It's almost like the bankers just turned on the green light and Bitcoin just shoots to the moon. That's expected though. This next major bull run is very likely going to be fueled by big money institutions, big players, corporations, right? You know, retail alone can't pump this to 100K. We're going to need some big money to come in, which is happening, So yeah, Bitcoin coming up to the upward sloping parabolic resistance trend line right now. So this will be interesting. If you're just marking up your resistance. So Bitcoin's next target is basically 19,000 along this trend line. Could we exceed that and blow through it? We absolutely could do that. It's happened before already. Actually, on the weekly scale, we broke above the upward sloping channel. So yeah, big money is coming. There's a lot of news stories, a lot of tabs I have here that I'm going to talk about in this live stream. But yeah, I think the next target is this resistance here at 19,000. And we could go through that. We could actually extend through that. So we'll see. We're going even more parabolic now. So that's pretty cool. And also looking at Bitcoin on the daily. This upward sloping channel, if you're on log scale, it looks like that linear. It's more parabolic, obviously, right? Bitcoin coming up on the upward sloping resistance line of the parabolic trend, and you know, again, we may get we may actually start to extend through this channel. Is it possible that if we do start to push straight through the resistance of this channel, that this is the blow off top? It's possible, maybe, right? Maybe we extend all the way up to 20K, maybe even higher before seeing rejection. We will see. I think emotions are probably going to run high at the all-time high, but who knows? It's very hard to tell when we have all this demand. And Bitcoin on the weekly chart looks absolutely insane. This chart is just mind-blowing to me, honestly. It's completely mind-blowing. You know, we built a base. This parabolic run was built off of the 10K level, right? The last parabolic run in 2017, you know, was built at 200 and then expanded out into 2017, and then we went parabolic. But it started at 200, we ran up. The last one started at 3,100, went parabolic, pulled back. This run is actually starting at 10,000. So we have a base of support for a parabolic run in Bitcoin starting at 10K. Never seen before. Really amazing to see. Alex coming in with a $10 tip, and he says, #1 fan. Alex, I very much appreciate you coming in with that nice comment and the $10. Much appreciated. Thanks, Alex. Wanderlust says the chart looks like a kid made it straight up moonshot. Yeah, it's pretty much like, it's almost like a moon boy just painted the price of Bitcoin and was like, I just want this to go straight up. But yeah, we're like well above the 21-week EMA. And just to remind you guys, just to, you know, keep ourselves in check here, the last time this happened, the last time Bitcoin did what we're doing right now, was when it came up to the all-time high here in, well, I guess the end of 2016, right at the beginning of 2017, and we touched the all-time high level during this cycle and rejected back to the 21-week EMA, right? And, you know, you have to imagine that as the price was sitting here, as the price was coming up to the all-time high, expecting it to go from, you know, almost 1,200 back down to 750 within 2 weeks probably was like a crazy thought, but it happened, right? Just to keep ourselves in check, it's possible. It is possible that something like that could happen again. I'm not saying it has to. I'm not saying it will. I'm not even necessarily predicting it. I'm just presenting the possibility, right? I'm just presenting the possibility that there could be some volatility here. So don't be surprised. Don't be taking risky leverage trades, you know, high leverage trades at the all-time high. You could get wrecked. But overall, the people that are making money here, the people that are making money in this market right now are, of course, Bitcoin holders. The traders right now, their heads are spinning. They don't know what to do. They're just like, oh my God, Bitcoin keeps going up. They try to short it, doesn't work, right? So traders are probably having a tough time trading this unless they're just very bullish and they have positions from, you know, much lower prices. But I know I've spoken to a lot of traders that are like, didn't expect this to happen, and they're like, man, this is actually kind of tough because they don't know if they should be longing Bitcoin now after such a run, but they can't short it because it keeps going up. So traders are having a tough time, but holders, hodlers are the ones that are making the real gains here. So congrats to all you hodlers out there. You guys are the ones, this run is for you. This run is for the hodlers. That's who it's really for. I'm gonna make sure that I post this. Hold on, guys. Definitely smash up that like button. We don't even have 100 likes yet, guys. Let's hit 100 likes. Let me share this real quick. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, Bitcoin now coming up to, well, we hit prices at 18,773. So this is really amazing. We're very close to the all-time high. Let's see how close we are actually. This is the Bitstamp chart. Let's see how much percentage we have to go until we hit the all-time high. Only 5%, guys. We are actually 5% away from the all-time high now. 5%. So it is very likely that the market wants to see the all-time high. It seems pretty obvious the market wants to see the all-time high now. I think that's pretty clear. Just fixing something. Hold on. Sorry. Technical difficulties. But yeah, we're going to be going over Bitcoin some more. We're going to talk about Ethereum, Chainlink. There's a bunch of news, actually. There's some other really cool things to be looking at here. So we talked a lot about Bitcoin, obviously very bullish, now hitting 18,800 on this run here, guys. All-time high for the year, right? Hitting new highs for the year. Highest prices since 2018, is it now? Or yeah, must be. So this is incredible. Also, Ethereum starting to get a little bit of a breakout here. Ethereum starting to finally, everyone's been waiting on Ethereum. Finally, we are breaking out, right? And we're now hitting the highest prices since 2018. So this is really awesome to see. Ethereum also finally doing its thing. And, you know, last night, even though, for those of you in my Patreon, I did close this Ethereum leverage. I took a small leverage long on this. I closed it at this resistance. I don't really care because I have my bags filled with Ethereum, so I'm making money on this move anyway. But, you know, it is what it is. Made 75% and closed the trade. But, yeah, we'll see. Last night I was thinking, like, Bitcoin was ready to break out again. And I was like, the altcoins are probably just going to start moving up just based on the pure hype. Just the sheer hype of this move right now. Altcoins, like, almost just have to start moving. And, you know, there's a lot of new money coming in. People are probably thinking, well, Bitcoin's already up. What else should I buy? They're looking at Ethereum. They're looking at, you know, other coins, Chainlink maybe. So Ethereum's doing pretty good. If we go to the weekly chart for Ethereum and we mark up from swing high to swing low, the last major swing high looking left to swing low, which is that first major lower high right here. So the next target is actually probably 541. Is that what it is? 543. So Ethereum's next upside target right now is coming in at about 543.88. So I think Ethereum has a chance at running up to the 618 fib extension at 543.88. My original trade idea, for those of you in my Patreon, was to get in here at 411 after the F2 news and to actually sell here. I ended up selling at this resistance, but I left with a profit, so it's all good. But yeah, 543.88 could be the next upside target if Bitcoin continues breaking out. If Bitcoin extends up even further towards the 19K level or above it, Ethereum may run up to 543. It's quite possible, though. I do have to say Ethereum has been lagging, right? It's been kind of a little bit lack of enthusiasm there in the Ethereum market, but you know, we're starting to move now, and we could hit 543 in the not so distant future. That would be the next upside target. And Chainlink, as we discussed, Chainlink right now, $13.66 was that level that we've been discussing for a long time now. For I don't even know how long we've been discussing. This level is the level that we have to get above, because this is an area of major resistance in the past, and then major support here as well. And then you can see also more and more resistance at 1366, which is the 50% fib extension, and we are getting above that now. So Chainlink is finally moving. And like I kept saying on this channel, $15.15 is the 618 fib extension, which is the next target, because we do have a lot of support and resistance right along 15.15, and it lines up with the 618 fib extension. So I'd be looking for closer to $15 for Chainlink on this run if things, you know, remain bullish. And it's looking pretty good. You know, Chainlink just kind of had a rounding bottom here, and we're pushing back up. And it's possible that Chainlink could be looking to test towards $20, you know, by the beginning of 2021, possibly. But we'll see. We will see, guys. It's all up to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does play out a blow off top, where let's say we have a huge wick to 20K or 21,000 or something, and then reject down, the altcoins are going to have a bad time. Just keep that in mind. The altcoins are going to suffer if Bitcoin does find a local top in this area. It's probably going to be, at least short term, it won't be good for altcoins, at least short term. But we'll see. There is no confirmation of a top yet. Bitcoin's still looking great, still moving up to the 19K level. Also, one thing I was going to say is, you guys, for those of you that have been around, you guys just lived through an entire Bitcoin cycle. And on Twitter, I said, now you can relax, take a deep breath, and watch as the rest of the world discovers Bitcoin, which is the segue into all of this news that we're seeing. We have these amazing headlines. U.S. firm launches company-sponsored Bitcoin retirement plans. BlackRock's chief investment officer says Bitcoin could replace gold to a large extent. Ethereum wallet addresses with at least one ETH hit record high. This is also an interesting one. Ethereum hits $500 for the first time since June 2018, outperforming Bitcoin year to date. Interesting. Billionaire Mike Novogratz says Bitcoin will hit 65K. That's just speculation, who knows? And Deutsche Bank says investors increasingly prefer Bitcoin over gold as an inflation hedge. So we're getting like all this news, all these banks and all these, you know, firms. Everyone's starting to get into Bitcoin. Everyone wants their Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is a great hedge against inflation. Looking at this chart right here, this chart may look ridiculous and confusing. I'm actually just going to change two lines here because Bitcoin should probably be in orange. And then the US dollar index, I'll make that one green. So this is really interesting stuff you guys should be paying attention to overall, just in general in your daily routines when you're checking the market. So we have the S&P 500. This is the 4-hour chart. Since the COVID-19 crash. The candles are the S&P, the green line is the US dollar index, and the orange line is Bitcoin. So in general, the US dollar index is inversely correlated to the S&P and Bitcoin usually, not all the time, but it generally is, right? And the US dollar index, if you're looking, oh, you guys can't see that. If you're looking down here, the US dollar index, which is the green line here, is like starting to, you know, really hit, it's hitting support. And if we start to break below 2200 for the US dollar index, or sorry, 92, not 22, I'm looking at the wrong number, 92 for the US dollar index, it's going to get really bullish. It's going to get really bullish for Bitcoin. So we're at this point right now where, just check this out. The US dollar index is testing this support level multiple times here on the 4-hour time scale. Bitcoin, you know, it's low, right? It's hitting that low point. Bitcoin is mooning. The stock market is also doing generally pretty well. If the US dollar index bounces up off this support level, Bitcoin would very likely find a top for at least the short term. It would very likely see a rejection. If the US dollar index breaks down below this support, Bitcoin would probably blast through 20K. So this is a big factor right now, guys. The US dollar index, what is it going to do here? If the US dollar index holds support at 92, about roughly, then if it holds support and bounces, Bitcoin may actually start to find a top, right? If we bounce up, Bitcoin will probably come down. If the US dollar index breaks below support, it's going to get insanely bullish for Bitcoin. We'll probably start to blast through 20K. So yeah, keep that on your radar. The US dollar index at a very critical point here. And the S&P 500 is also doing fairly well. The S&P 500 is also testing all-time high areas right now, kind of back testing previous all-time high. So S&P near an all-time high, Bitcoin near an all-time high, US dollar index hitting, lowest lows it's seen in a very long time. So that correlation, guys, is very important to keep in mind. And this rectangle you see on the screen, this is the inverse correlation during election season between Bitcoin and the S&P, which was a very interesting time. That this was like the only real area where there was like a direct inverse correlation. And that's actually exactly what happened in 2016 as well. But anyway, the US dollar index is going to play a huge role in the next move for Bitcoin, in my opinion. So, definitely keep that on your radar. Trading US dollar moves with Bitcoin, like trading, using the US dollar index as an indicator is really powerful, actually. Just like in this range here, US dollar index tanks, Bitcoin moons, same thing. Anyway, one really cool thing to do is look at the Bitcoin market cap right now. Bitcoin market cap is at 347 billion, which means that we are now at an all-time high. For market cap, Bitcoin's market cap is now at an all-time high. Obviously, that's because Bitcoin was mined, since 2017. There's now more Bitcoin in circulation, and the price is high enough to get an all-time high in market cap. And so 347 billion as the market cap for Bitcoin. Look at the companies list here. Market cap for the top companies, 347 billion. Where are we at? 347 billion. We're coming up on JP Morgan now. So JP Morgan is 349 billion at current levels, and Bitcoin is 347 billion. So Bitcoin is about to surpass JP Morgan in market cap. And if Bitcoin does start to move towards, prices like 100K, maybe we'll just say like 60, we'll be coming up here to rival Facebook at some point. And Bitcoin may end up being at the top of the list one day. So that's pretty amazing, right? Guys, definitely hit that like button, guys. Smash up that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We have 300 people watching. We should have 300 likes by now. But yeah, it's pretty cool that JP Morgan is one of the entities that used to make fun of Bitcoin. They used to bash Bitcoin, and now Bitcoin is about to surpass them in worth. So yeah, take that, JP. Take that. So that's really amazing to see. And so yeah, we have all this really good news right now. What was the cool one? So BlackRock's chief investment officer says Bitcoin could replace gold to a large extent, and that's huge news. That's huge news. The chief decision maker for where BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, invests its funds, said Bitcoin could take the place of gold to a large extent because crypto is so much more functional than passing a bar of gold around. So yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do with a piece of gold? Like ship it somewhere? You know what I think is really funny? A lot of people always say like, what can you do with Bitcoin? Bitcoin's not even real. Like I can't hold Bitcoin. And it's like, you can. Like, I don't know, where's my ledger? You can hold a bar of gold in your pocket if you want, or you can just have like a ledger in your pocket, right? It's like, and Bitcoin is much more, yeah, it just supersedes gold by a long shot, and that's why people are now looking for Bitcoin over gold. Yeah, you could. I mean, like, I just think it's funny. You can carry Bitcoin around. People are like, Bitcoin's not even real. It's like, come on. You can carry Bitcoin around just like you can your credit card. It's the same thing. And yeah, I think Bitcoin is now above MasterCard. Is that true? Yep, Bitcoin is now worth more than MasterCard. So I think the market is showing us that they do value Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is money, right? So just looking at chat, I've missed a lot of chat. We were just looking at Bitcoin compared to the market cap of every other company, and right now Bitcoin is at the point of JP Morgan Chase of surpassing them. Yeah, and that's another thing. I keep seeing a lot of people, like a lot of people in the chat are like saying, "Oh, big pullback coming. Please dump the price. Please, you know, I need to buy more." Like that. I've been seeing this a lot in chat, and basically, what that gives me a lot of confidence that if Bitcoin does play out some kind of pullback, very likely that's just going to be one of the last pullbacks before we break 20K. So I would personally be very confident to buy more if we do see a dip, because a lot of the support is just going to fly into the market if we do get a dip. A lot of people are going to want to buy it, you know. And right now the market is just not giving anyone a chance, and it's, you know, almost forcing people to FOMO in that want to get into Bitcoin right now, right? So yeah. See where we're at here. Very close to that upward sloping resistance line of this parabolic trend. 19K is the next upside target. Do you guys think that we're gonna, if you guys think that we're gonna go above 20K on this run, click 1 in chat. If you think we're gonna get rejection below 20K, click 2. As we wait to see what Bitcoin does here at this new high for the year. Reserve Ranger says bears are sweating their pants heavily. I think they're just dead. I think the bears are just dead. There's a lot of people have been trying to call the top and like short the top, and it's just not. I mean, if you're, you know, I've been considering maybe shorting Bitcoin if there is a very clear blow off top, like, you know, but I haven't got any of those confirmations. And a lot of people have just been blindly shorting Bitcoin, and if you're betting against Bitcoin right now, you are, you know, betting against all of this, like BlackRock. You're betting against like U.S. firms. You're betting against, you know, even retailers, and also, you know, people like Mike Novogratz. You're betting against Deutsche Bank. You know, all these entities that are, you know, becoming bullish on Bitcoin. So yeah, that's very dangerous to do. It's very dangerous to do unless there is some actually really good confirmations of a top, which we haven't gotten any at all. Like anywhere. There has been no confirmation of any top. Yeah, bears have been pretty much wrecked at this point. And I think anyone who's shorting just continuously liquidated. So Ethereum also may actually start pushing to a 540. 618 fib extension. You guys, all the altcoins, you know, Ethereum broke out just because Bitcoin was just so bullish. We just kept breaking out, right? Bitcoin just continued to break out to new highs, and it seemed like some of these top altcoins, they just like had to move up. There's no other direction they could go, right? They almost just had to start moving up. And Ethereum and Chainlink are starting to push, but it's really all the focus is on Bitcoin here. Guys, we already discussed Chainlink. We were talking about how, you know, we got above 1366, which is a very critical zone to get above, and we're starting to push, and we could be headed for $15.15, 618 fib extension. That's the next upside target right now. But, you know, alts are moving real slow, really slow. Bitcoin is really the fastest horse here, obviously. The Fed balance sheet is starting to come up again, starting to slowly move up again. Just looking at chat, seeing what you guys are saying. So it seems like most people in the chat think that it's actually very split. Actually 50-50. Half the chat thinks that we will get a pullback below 20K, and half the chat thinks that we will blast through 20K. So we'll see. Comparing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink. Whoops. Yeah, the alts are much slower. But apparently, if you're looking at the year-to-date performance, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin apparently. Yeah, I still think that Ethereum is way undervalued, honestly. I think Ethereum is way undervalued. If you're looking at the long-term chart for Ethereum, I think we have much, much higher prices to go. Ethereum is far undervalued, and we're just finally starting to hit a higher high for the year here. The highest high since 2018. And I think that Ethereum is poised for much, much higher prices, guys. I've been saying this a lot. I've been saying this on Twitter. I've been saying this on my videos. And you know, while Ethereum was sitting here at below 400, I was talking a lot about how buying Ethereum below 400 is a really good deal. And it's completely undervalued. And once Bitcoin stops taking the spotlight, you know, in terms of, you know, right now Bitcoin is getting its initial breakout towards 20K. So obviously all the focus is on Bitcoin. Once Bitcoin is just, you know, continuing to sustain its bullish momentum over the next few months to the next year, attention will start to move to things like Ethereum, and Ethereum is gonna rocket. Ethereum is gonna absolutely melt your face on this next bull run. I mean, you guys, Ethereum's at $500 right now. You know, there's a lot of experts, experts that are predicting Ethereum going to, you know, closer to 5K if Bitcoin hits 100K, right? Or more. So $500 Ethereum for a potential price of 5,000 in the long run, that's a really, really good deal. That is insane. And the thing about it is it's one of the more secure investments. I do think that the market is probably waiting for ETH2 launch, right? The market is probably waiting for Ethereum to finally launch. But yeah. Mad says Ethereum is going to absolutely melt your face. I love that quote. Yeah, guys, the face melters, other than Bitcoin, which is a face melter in of itself, obviously, I think are going to be Ethereum and Chainlink. Those are going to be the face melters in the next bull run. Well, yeah, somebody's complaining in the chat that no. So if Ethereum goes from $500 to that's a 10x to 5,000. That's a 10x. Which, guys, a 10x is good. Because here's the difference. You can, you know, everyone's saying, oh my God, Ethereum going to 5,000 is only a 10x. Like, guys, but here's the difference. You can risk your money on an S coin, a shit coin, that may or may not do well. Right, that is like super high risk. You don't know. Maybe it's going to pump and dump and never come back. You know, who knows? But Ethereum is like very well established, and it's very likely to do well. And you know, an asset that has a potential to 10x, and it's well established, and it's a secure investment. You know, Ethereum is probably going to pump while your crap coin goes to zero. Right. So just keep that in mind. Ethereum is a great bet in this market. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Crypto Cali, OG in the house. What is up, man? How's it going? 10x is great, guys. I can't believe people were like, oh no, only a 10x. What are you talking about? So Bitcoin now, still trading above 18,800, and I think the next target is coming in along this resistance at 19K. So 19K should be that next target, and we may see that get hit on this stream. It's possible. We may see it get hit on the stream. So right now we're actually, so if you on the 4-hour chart, if you go from high to low with your fib extensions, we're actually now fighting the 1272 at 18,823. So that's actually where we stopped, was right at that target. And then we have this upward sloping resistance line at 19K, and above that 19,240. So we're actually, I didn't realize we're actually finding resistance at the 1272 on the 4-hour chart. You guys also have to remember that a lot of people are worried about altcoins. A lot of people are saying like, oh no, altcoins aren't moving, Bitcoin's going up, like all this stuff. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much just how it is. That's the formula, right? But remember, when Bitcoin goes up in value, right, when it makes these huge strides, it brings in a lot of new money and it brings in a lot of new attention to the market, and people start to essentially, after they buy Bitcoin and it goes up and they're making money, then they start to research it. Then they're getting started. They go, what is this thing? What is this crypto thing? And they look and they see other coins. They see like Ethereum. They're like, what is that? And then they see, and then they start to, whether you like it or not, people start to move their Bitcoin to altcoins. That's just how it goes through the cycles. And that's very likely going to happen again. It's very likely going to happen again. So Bitcoin going up in general, like this much, brings up the value of the altcoins as well. But it's delayed. It's a delayed effect, but it will happen as Bitcoin goes up. Altcoins may not be moving as it's going up, but as Bitcoin gains in market cap, a lot of that value starts to bleed into alts, and alts also go up over time. So that's actually just the truth, right? So Bitcoin on the daily right now is coming up to the top side of this channel, right? So we're very close to the top, which is 19,000. That's the exact top of this resistance. We're pretty close. Yeah, and so far we're still within it. If Bitcoin does start to extend out of this channel and starts to, blow through the resistance line, and like we pull back, find support off that, and just kind of go straight up, this would actually get us above 20,000. I would be a little bit cautious there. I would, if we're going that vertical, we could probably end up, forming some kind of blow off top, at least for the time being. It doesn't mean we have to like go down. It could just be a short-term blow off top. So if there is a move straight through 19K towards 20, I would be a little bit cautious about that move. If Bitcoin starts to trade sideways here and consolidates and then runs up again, then we might have more momentum to get a healthier break of 20K. Then that's a little bit healthier and a little bit less of a concern. That reminds me, someone is talking about retail investors. Let's look at the Google Trends. Well, guys, there is actually a lot of retail now. I mean, I'm getting calls from like all of my friends and stuff. Like they're all calling me. People that weren't interested in Bitcoin before are now calling me and saying, should I be buying Bitcoin? So retail is there, guys. Okay, here's the 90-day Google search for Bitcoin. Look at this. It's coming. It's coming, guys. Let's go to the 12-month. It's starting to peak up above, that previous resistance of searches at 100 on the 12-month. Let's see, past 5 years, Bitcoin is, it looks like it's, has bottomed out and might be able to pump. It'd be really cool if somebody set up a way to bet on the Google Trends data. That would be pretty cool. If there was an exchange, like maybe if FTX, I don't know if they're probably not watching, but if they are, figure out a way to allow people to bet on the Google Trends data. That would be pretty awesome. But yeah, I think we're about to see a spike up above the 2019 levels in searches. You know, especially if Bitcoin obviously breaks the 20,000 number, we're going to see a huge influx of searches. And I would expect the next bull market to probably exceed these search levels if we do actually go on a 1-year bull run. But let's go to the past 7 days even. Past 7 days, interesting. Decent activity. But yeah, we're starting to finally come up. I mean, guys, the same thing probably happened last time. The same thing probably happened before Bitcoin actually broke the all-time high. The Google searches probably weren't all that much until you actually got above the all-time high, right? Google searches probably kick off really on that first breakout. Yeah, this is an interesting one to think about. I'm just gonna read chat real quick. I've missed a lot of chat. I can't keep up with what you guys are saying. Somebody's saying, "What's up with the Chainlink chart, guys?" We've already looked at that. We've already looked at this. I mean, it's just. I continue to get the question about altcoins. People are like, "Oh my God, what's going on with altcoins?" And I keep having to answer it on every single stream. And it's kind of ridiculous that people haven't gotten it yet. When Bitcoin is very bullish, altcoins don't do that much, right? When Bitcoin takes all the attention, people sell their altcoins for Bitcoin, right? That's what they do. They want to go into the asset that's gaining the most value. So when Bitcoin's going up, they say, screw my altcoins, I want more Bitcoin. So they sell and they go into Bitcoin, and then altcoins just kind of don't do anything because they're being sold, right? When Bitcoin is consolidating, then altcoins, you know, money flows back into the altcoins. I think that should be pretty clear. Yeah, Litecoin is finally starting to move. Somebody was talking about this. So we're actually now pushing the previous macro high there. So Litecoin's finally starting to get a move out. Let's go from high to low, see what we got, the fib extensions. So if you go from high to low, Litecoin is now coming up on the 50%. And if you get above that, you know, the next fib extension target does line up with a pretty critical resistance for Litecoin. So if you mark up this resistance here, which is also a resistance here. So there was resistance here in what, early April of 2019, and resistance here in July of 2019. And that lines up with the 618 fib extension target. If you get above, you know, 85, kind of where you are right now, you're probably going to be headed for just about $100. Litecoin may actually end up catching up with the market finally. You may be going up another 17% to $100 if this breakout, you know, is confirmed. Litecoin will finally join the party because it really hasn't done much at all until like now. So if you break 85 and confirm that you've broken out, you may be headed for about $100. So that's pretty good, right? I mean, this was actually a really easy asset to trade. I didn't trade it, but I was considering it. It looked too easy. It was like this right here, this downward sloping resistance on the weekly. You broke out, you confirmed support above it, and you could have easily took the trade right up to 70. Easily. That would have been an easy range to trade. I was actually talking to one of my patrons about that on a one-on-one call. And yeah, that would have been an easy one. But you did get the breakout to a higher high. A lot of momentum here. Osam says, please check OG coins. Well, guys, here's the thing about OG coins. Bitcoin is obviously the OG. It is a proven asset, right? It has proven itself, so the market values that, right? It is the oldest. It has the most history. It is the most proven. It's the most trusted. It's the most well adopted. All these things. So Bitcoin obviously takes the cake. Now, when it comes to other OGs, some of them may never come back, right? Some of the OG coins that aren't performing very well right now may not ever do well anymore because they're not really being developed anymore, and there's no interest. You know, this market, this industry is very quickly moving, guys. It's moving fast, and everything's always changing, and you got to keep up, right? You got to constantly keep up. And the OG coins, depends on which one you're talking about, may not be the best ones to be buying right now. Yeah, like Verge. Why would I buy Verge? Why would I do that? Somebody says Verge. Why would I buy Verge? Is it gonna pump? Probably. It'll probably pump. But why would I buy it? What's the point? Like, what are they doing? Like, why? But yeah, Litecoin looks like if we get a breakout here, we could be headed towards 100 for Litecoin. This is a pretty great breakout. This is a really nice breakout. This weekly is pretty epic too. So congrats to all of you guys that have been accumulating Litecoin. I'm pretty sure somebody just told me that this stream has been shadow banned. And that makes sense because I don't know how we could be sitting at 300 viewers while Bitcoin is up. Very strange. God damn it, YouTube. But anyway, Litecoin looking pretty good. Guys, let's see if we can get 200 likes on this stream. Even though my stream is shadow banned, I'm gonna jinx it. I'm gonna jinx it by saying this. So far we've had zero dislikes, 0. But here we go. As I say that, someone's gonna do it. Someone says, I had to look you up, otherwise it doesn't show. That is so annoying. That is so annoying that I just got shadow banned by YouTube. Wow. How do you fix that? How is this fixable? Anyone know? God damn it. Yeah, I guess you guys have to do some more work on those like buttons, but yeah, but right now Bitcoin is actually hitting this 4-hour target at the 1272. So we'll see. But the upside target that I was looking for was 19K. We didn't quite get there yet. I guess you guys have to share. You guys have to share the stream. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. Yeah, guys, I did create a another account on Odyssey, which is like Library's new thing. So I have a library channel. You guys know Library. I did upload all of my content to Library and Odyssey, which is the new website that Library has created. So you can check this out. This is the new website they created. I don't use this, but it's kind of funny. They're like messing with Google, saying don't be evil. I linked my YouTube channel, and I'm probably like streaming. I'm probably streaming right now on this channel. Not yet, no. But yeah, if you guys want like a backup channel, you can go to Odyssey or Library, and I have all my content there now. So just check that out, because I'm being shadow banned by YouTube on this stream, and that's really annoying. Are they shadow banning? Maybe they're shadow banning crypto live streams right now. That could actually be possible. That maybe there's so much activity in crypto right now. There's so many like live streams going on. There's so many scammers doing stuff that they might have shadow banned crypto content for the time being to like see what's going on. that wouldn't be a surprise to me. Yeah, it's crazy. It is so crazy how YouTube allows actual scams, like actual scams, to exist, like on their commercials and stuff. But like a regular stream, or like I get shadow banned. It's just ridiculous. Very annoying. No, somebody's saying, did I buy Litecoin? I did not buy Litecoin. Somebody was asking about Litecoin. I was saying that if we break above 85, we could be headed for closer to 100. Now, the thing that I don't like to buy coins after they pump, even though I have to say Litecoin has not really pumped, all that much yet overall. We're just getting above that previous high from from earlier this year. So yeah, there's that. But I like to buy coins before they pump, right? I don't like to buy into pumps. This is what I say to everybody in my Patreon. I'm like, you got to buy when things are really boring, when the coin is so boring and nothing's happening, but it's probably a good coin, it's a good project. That's when you should be buying. Don't chase pumps. If something's pumping up and you're like, oh my God, I got to get that now before it moons, and then like that is so noob. That's such a noob thing to do. Buy the coins that are boring. Boring coins are better. Boring coins make money, after they pump. Buying a pump makes you lose money if you don't know what you're doing. Buy the coin when it's boring, when no one's talking about it, but it's a good project. Buy the coin. That's when you buy. I mean, the same thing goes with pretty much everything else. When Bitcoin's boring, just sitting at 10K, buy Bitcoin. This run kind of took people by surprise, as I was saying, very much like 2019. Very much like 2019, this run just took everyone by surprise once again. If we do see major rejection here on the weekly, like if we see some huge rejection candle, yeah, I would look for a test closer to the 21-week EMA, possibly. Well, guys, make sure somebody's saying boring coins make money. Only if it's a good project. You got to do some research as well. You don't just buy a coin that's doing nothing, because then you won't make money. You got to buy good projects. Buy good projects that are boring, and then you'll make good money. So let's pull up. Somebody's looking for Bitcoin dominance. Why would my stream be shadow banned? It's so annoying. So annoying. I guess we're having like an exclusive small live stream party here, because it's apparently YouTube can't see my stream. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance right now. I'm not sure if this trend line isn't really correct. Whoops. What is going on? I didn't click that. I'm not sure how you would want to draw this, but it looks like Bitcoin dominance is potentially actually getting a breakout. Might be actually breaking out. So that's interesting. This is the weekly chart. So on the weekly, if you're looking at it this way, we're kind of breaking out. You could also, I guess, look at it this way, maybe. But to me, it seems like if you're looking at this area right here, looking at the weekly chart, you can see that right here there was some rejection. There was like a lot of activity right there, which kind of tells me that maybe that's the area of most significance, because that's where the market was actually like, reacting to it. Like right there, we were getting like some wicks up, down, and then breaking out. Looks like the Bitcoin dominance is doing quite well here. And we'll see. We will see. If Bitcoin does top out at any point and altcoins start moving, we backtest this. If we bounce off this level, look for altcoins to stall and Bitcoin to go up more. Yeah, guys, I think YouTube is really trying to stop crypto here, like crypto content for some reason. I mean, I guess because all the scams, but we have definitely been shadow banned. We have been so shadow banned. I'm just hovering at 340 viewers. No change. That is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen for viewership. So strange. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance looking for a breakout here. On the weekly, at least. We'll see. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell what's going to happen here, you know, until we get some kind of confirmation for what Bitcoin's up to. How is BCH doing? So he's talking about Mark to be sold BCH. Let's see what Bitcoin Cash is up to. Bitcoin Cash is not doing much. Not doing much at all. Bitcoin Cash is really lacking. I mean, Litecoin is actually doing better than Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash has had no breakout. Though it probably will break out, obviously. It's probably gonna see some kind of pump. And it'll probably follow, you know, kind of what Litecoin's doing, where you're gonna see it pump up to this high. Once you get a breakout there, you'll start really moving. I'm not sure where you would even want to fib this. I guess you could do it this way. So from that last high there to the low, we came up to retest the 236 fib extension. This is such a crazy range. Twice actually. So if you get above that, that's really, you know, that's it. You got to get above that and then you'll be headed for the moon. But you got a lot of room to move. I mean, you have a lot of work to do here. You have almost 80 for Bitcoin Cash. You have 90% to the upside before actually getting a break of your most significant resistance. 90% gain, which could mean that it could be a good trade. It could be a good trade if you're expecting a pump for BCH, possibly. I mean, it's at a pretty stable base of support, so it's maybe not a bad trade. Long term, I don't know how well this is going to perform, but maybe not a bad trade to take. You're at a stable point, low risk area to buy BCH because it's just been trading sideways right at the same level. And as Bitcoin and as everything's going crazy, BCH is doing almost nothing, right? And then, yeah, if it does get a breakout, you know, if you confirm a breakout, you could at least trade it to the next high. If not this high here eventually, but you got to confirm real breakout, which you have not done yet for BCH, but kind of interesting, Yeah, some of those coins that like aren't doing much could eventually become good trades for the short term. Jay Nathan's coming in with a 5 and he says, would you show XRP? We could do that. I can't believe I got shadow banned. I'm so annoyed. I am so annoyed. What I'm probably going to do is unlist this stream after it's done. Let's see. Maybe not though. We'll see. Oh, so, okay, yeah, you know, last night, I was actually looking at XRP last night, and I was like thinking, I was like, maybe this would be a good trade, and I was like looking at this very small range, and I didn't trade it, obviously, but I was looking at this very small range. We were like hitting resistance right here. Where was it? Yeah, it was that. So that resistance, and I was looking at, I don't even know what I was looking at, maybe here. Yeah, we were like hitting this resistance here. And I was thinking, why not just trade XRP from this breakout confirmation up to this resistance, which would have been, you know, like 6%. But that it's already left the station, it's gone. But yeah, I was actually considering doing this trade, very short-term trade, but I didn't. Yeah, XRP right now. Let's pull up log. So here's the thing with XRP, guys. Looking at the support and the resistance here, you know, XRP is attempting to get a break of this descending triangle support because, you know, one thing that a lot of XRP holders didn't understand that I tried to warn them for like a long time. I was warning XRP holders for a very long time. I was saying, you know, we're in a descending triangle. This is classic bearish pattern, and it's a multi-year descending triangle. You're probably going to get a breakdown. And they were like, oh my God, Kev just hates XRP. It's like, no, it's just TA, and then it breaks down. And then, you know, we rally out. We found our first higher low in like 2 years. And then, you know, we're starting to break out. We have finally, for XRP, finally reclaimed the support level. XRP has finally popped up above that support, reclaimed it as support. And now you're about to finally break out to the first higher high in like years. So, okay, XRP is finally moving. Could XRP see a major pump? Yeah, probably. It probably will. XRP probably will see some kind of pump, but the clear message here on the XRP chart is that overall, the selling interest, there has been more selling interest in XRP than buying interest until recently when we started to make higher lows. So the insiders are selling XRP. There's big players that are selling a lot of XRP and have only just recently, according to volume, just started to reaccumulate at that 11-cent low. So somebody reaccumulated XRP at the low, some big players, but the selling interest over time has been much stronger than the buying interest, which is why it performed so badly. But we did see a lot of accumulation. We're now creating higher lows. We're about to pop up above the first higher high since February of this year. So yeah, I mean, obviously the trend is changing for XRP. It's pretty clear. Their trend is changing. We're getting higher lows. We're coming back above descending triangle support, about to make a higher high. XRP might pump. It very well may pump. And the next real target coming up is, you know, maybe this high from 2017, but probably closer to 50 cents. Right? But of course, it all depends on Bitcoin. XRP's chart, you know, as much as I don't want to sound like too much of an XRP hater. I don't like XRP, but the chart is actually pretty easy to read. It's pretty easy. And, you know, buying right here was pretty low risk. You know, 25 cent was a low risk buy. And also, this kind of reminds me of the Bitcoin Cash chart in a way, that it's like low risk as well, even though I don't think long term is going to be that great for XRP holders or Bitcoin Cash holders. Anyway, you could trade the breakout, maybe. I cannot believe I've been shadow banned. This is like, I think only the second time I've ever experienced my stream not actually getting viewers. Like, it's weird. But yeah, Bitcoin is now testing the 1272 on the 4 hour top side, close to the top side of the resistance area. But we'll see, guys. We will see. But what time is it right now? It is, what, almost 12. What I could do is end the stream and then make a video as well. Because it's not really worth me streaming that long if I'm not going to get views. Because I'm just sitting here at 300 viewers, which, I mean, I appreciate all you guys tuning in. You guys are great. But it's not worth me spending like hours and hours streaming if it's just going to be 300 people. You guys can literally just join my Discord chat, talk to me in Discord. And yeah, maybe I'll just make a video instead. But I'm probably also, I don't know, if you guys want to play back the stream, you can. I'm probably going to unlist the stream because it's just not getting views. God damn it, YouTube. Google is just like it's like the corporate police state, like censoring everyone. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for this stream. Really interesting. Bitcoin just hit a higher high. We are seeing a little bit of resistance here. Things are still pointed bullish for Bitcoin. There is no confirmed top. Things could continue bullish. Really, all you got to look for, not all you got to look for, but you got to look at this parabolic trend. And if Bitcoin starts to come back and break below the parabolic trend line, we start to, like, you know, confirm and hit lower lows. Like if we fall below 17,600, 17,200 at any point, that's when you could start to look for prices below 16K, maybe as low as 14. But until then, Bitcoin may very well continue moving up. It may continue towards the all-time high. But we'll have to see how things develop. It's always hard to predict what's going to happen in this market environment. And maybe since Bitcoin has so much attention right now, if we get some sideways consolidation here, maybe altcoins may get some love. Ethereum is actually starting to do pretty well here. It may actually head up towards 542. And guys, just keep in mind, also Chainlink is doing pretty decent right now. Guys, there is a lot of opportunities in this market right now. There's a ton of opportunity across the board. So go take advantage of the opportunities. Be very careful, manage your risk, all that stuff. Be very careful out there, guys. The bull market is very likely just getting started. There's no rush. Don't go crazy. Stay safe and make sure that you're gonna last. You're gonna last. You know, think about long term. You want to last long term. You want to survive. Don't go too crazy. Be careful, and you know, I think we're all gonna make it. Just be careful out there, guys. And that's gonna be it for this stream. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Even though now as I'm about to end the stream, Chainlink is starting to come up a bit. Finally. Chainlink looks like it wants to break out. Very cool. Very cool. Again, like I was saying, we may end up heading towards 1515. So that's pretty cool. But goddamn Google censoring my stream, shadow banning me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Steven says, we will see you live at 20K or 17K. Yeah, we'll see you guys. Looks like altcoins are starting to move a little bit. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. See you guys soon.